got your first air fryer, this video is for you. I'm going to show you how to use it and how to avoid the common pitfalls that could damage your air fryer or waste your money. Before turning your air fryer on for the first time, it's really important that you think about where you're going to put it in your kitchen to avoid damaging both the air fryer and potentially your electrical sockets. Most air fryers have a hot air outlet on the back, and it's really important that your air fryer isn't pushed up against the wall or the plug socket, so that the hot air has room to escape whilst it's running. Another tip, no matter how short you are on worktop space, do not be tempted to use or store your air fryer on your hob. A recent ITV investigation revealed that this is one of the leading causes of air fryer fires, as people either accidentally turn the hob on or place the air fryer drawer on a ring that's still hot. And if you're wondering how many people have actually done this and what the results look like, you only have to do a quick search on Reddit for the words melted air fryer to see how quickly your new plastic appliance can warp out of shape. Now that your air fryer is in the right place, you'll want to give it a test run to burn off any factory smells. I've tested dozens of air fryers over the last 3 years, and some need this more than others, but to be safe, I now do it with all of them, because the last thing you want when you cook your first meal in your air fryer is a plasticky factory smell invading your kitchen and your dinner. So the first step is to check you've removed all of the packaging, and if you have a heating element at the bottom of your air fryer, take the drawer out to make sure there's nothing underneath it. Then turn your air fryer on, select your drawers, pick the highest temperature and set the timer for 10 minutes. Then I like to stick the extractor fan on, open a window, close the kitchen door and leave it to get on with it. Those 10 minutes are the perfect time for you to get on with your next task. You might have noticed on the box of your air fryer, it usually mentions a warranty or a guarantee, but the full length of that guarantee is usually only available to people who register for it, and almost a third of households never do this. So use the time while your air fryer is having that first test run to get online and register it. Registering your product also means you'll be kept informed in the event of any safety problems or product recalls. It's really easy to put this job off because you're excited to start using your air fryer, but please make sure you do it. We're going to move on to accessories and controls next, but if you've already learned something new, please do give this video a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel too. I make weekly videos which help you choose and use your home appliances. Okay, so on to using the air fryer. There are 2 accessories that will make air fryer cooking easier. The first is a set of silicone tongs to lift food in and out of the drawer without risking damaging the non-stick coating. If you don't have a set right now, don't worry, a lot of food can just be tipped out of the drawer, but it's worth picking up some at some point for a slightly more elegant transfer from the drawer to your plate. The second thing I would advise you to get is an oil spray bottle. You can buy pre-filled oil spray bottles, but many of them contain an emulsifier called lecithin, which can create a sticky, hard to remove residue on non-stick coatings. So if you're buying a pre-filled bottle, make sure you check the ingredients, or just buy a bottle you can fill yourself and add your choice of oil. The one I use is linked in the description below. When you're ready to cook your first meal, you'll need to master the controls. And of course, these do vary between different models. But generally speaking, there are 2 types of air fryers. Ones which have settings and ones which have presets. They sound similar, but they are distinct from each other. If your buttons are labelled with different types of food, like chicken, fries and fish, you most likely have an air fryer that has presets, and all of those different buttons will just be shortcuts for pre-programmed recommended times and temperatures. So if you want to cook a chicken, it doesn't actually matter which button you press, as long as you alter the time and temperatures to suit your recipe. If you have buttons which are labelled as things like roast or air fry, you most likely have an air fryer with settings. And although each setting will have a suggested time and temperature, there will also be a difference in fan speeds between them. So for instance, Max Crisp will run at a high fan speed, whilst Dehydrate will run at a low speed. In this case, it does matter which setting you choose, and I've made a video all about what to cook on which setting, which will be linked at the end of this video and will also be in the description. To start cooking, choose your drawer. Choose your setting if you have that option, or just select your time and temperature and press start. Most air fryers will come to temperature in a couple of minutes, so there's no need to preheat unless you want to. In lots of ways, air fryers are just mini ovens, but new users often have questions about what kind of things you can and can't use in the drawer. Starting with this. These plates are known by lots of different names depending on the manufacturer of your air fryer, but I'm going to refer to them as crisper plates. Their job is to allow air to circulate underneath whatever you're cooking and help the food to get a crisp bottom. But you can also remove them, and you might want to do that to give a bit of extra depth in the drawer for whatever you're cooking, or of course to clean your drawers. In addition to the crisper plates, you can use liners or tin foil to help with cleaning up. Some manufacturers advise you not to use these, and there's a good reason. If you put them into the drawer with nothing to weigh them down, they can and usually will get lifted up by the high fan speeds, get tangled in the heating elements and potentially ignite. However, you've been smart enough to come here and research how to use your air fryer before using it, so I think you can probably be trusted to be sensible with paper or foil. You can also use any of your oven-proof dishes in your air fryer drawer, whether they're made of metal, glass, ceramic or stoneware. If you're not sure which of your dishes are oven-proof, check the bottom of the dish for symbols. It's often marked there alongside guidance about whether they are microwave or dishwasher safe. And one more bit of advice about what you can put in the drawer. Do not overfill your drawers. You'll need to leave room to shake the contents and for air to circulate. So earlier I mentioned putting air fryers on hobs as being one of the leading causes of air fryer fires. The second one, which might not immediately seem dangerous, is related to water and more specifically cleaning your air fryer. All air fryers will eventually get a build-up of dirt around the heating element, especially if you cook high-fat foods like bacon or sausages. There's a lot of discussion online about the best way to deal with this, and that has led to some viral videos with people advising you to fill your air fryer drawer with soapy water to create steam to clean the air fryer. But this method can cause a short circuit, and several fire services in the UK have now issued guidance telling people not to do it. So what is the best way to clean around the heating elements? Well, the truth is no one really knows. The usual guidance is baking soda and water, but that can be very messy. And so you'll see a lot of air fryer owners telling you to treat it like the heating element in your oven, which most people don't ever clean. If the thought of not cleaning around your heating element is putting you off using an air fryer, it might not be too late to return it and spend a bit of extra cash on one with a self-cleaning mode. The Typhoid Dome 2 has a special pyrolytic mode that uses high temperatures to burn residue off the inside of the air fryer without you having to do any scrubbing. And one other thing you might have noticed, air fryers beep an awful lot. In all of the time that I've been making videos for this channel, I've only come across one model that actually allows you to turn the beeps off, which is the Cosori Jewel Basket. If there are any others out there that I've missed, I would love to know about them, so please do let me know in the comments. And finally, a big thank you to my channel members whose names are appearing on the screen right now. There's lots more information and links in the description for some of the products and videos that I've mentioned. Thanks for watching.